welcome to another painting video. In this video, I tried something a little bit different with my background. I decided to give it a white border, which is kind of new and interesting and fun. But the size of this painting is only a 12 by 12, and these little canvases really give me a lot of grief. I have a real hard time just, I don't know, making them look good. So I actually ended up having to redo this background a second time. And you can see in right here, it's kind of a little bit different because the first time I tried to do this, I really messed it up, and I hadn't bothered to varnish it before I put my paint on, and so I couldn't get it cleaned up enough. So I had to respray paint it. So I've had this idea in my head for a while as to how I want my ribbons to look. And I really want to kind of just give them a bit of a more organic feel. So I was thinking about that while I was loading up this bigger tray of paint. And I decided that it was really too much paint for me to do what I had in mind. So I just put that tray of paint aside and loaded up a smaller tray of paint. And the whole idea in my head was that I was just gonna fling it onto the canvas. I don't know whether or not it turned out to be too small of a tray, or it was just the canvas is so small, so I did too conservative of a toss. But it just kind of like blooped right out onto the canvas, and it wasn't really what I was going for at all. It was just a big blob. Anyways, so I took the opportunity to kind of play a little bit with my blob of paint, and decided that I really couldn't make it look like anything that I liked. So I wiped it off. This time I remembered to varnish it. And just go back to that big tray of paint that I had loaded up previously. And the ribbon that I put on there, it was okay. It's about as good as I would expect for such a tiny canvas. It's just a little bit boring, you know? I really like the colors of it. I like how the paint acted, but I don't know. It lacks a little bit of character. Maybe it's just because I've been having this idea of this like organic ribbon in my head for such a long time. I think that the background is really cool on this painting, and I really like the color scheme. It's busy popping bubbles again there. But I decided that I was just going to put another little ribbon on there and see what I can do just to, jazz it up a bit. So the most annoying part about this second ribbon that I put on there was the ribbon that actually made it onto the canvas was okay. It did its job. But there is all these awesome little ribbons and puddles of paint that didn't make it on the canvas at all. And they were actually my most favorite part of the painting. I can't really say more about that. I think that when I give you the close-up, I showed more of my little puddles of paint than I actually did of the canvas. I think that all the little puddles of paint dried, and most of them survived and are intact. And I was able to pull them off the plastic. So eventually I'm probably going to do a big collage of all these paint skins that I really liked and they never made it onto the canvas. You can see me looking at those little puddles right there. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you did, remember to hit like and make sure that you've subscribed to my channel. I wish those made it on the canvas. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I hope that I've inspired someone to paint something. See you soon. Bye.